Previously on Coruscant Nights. Who are you playing today?
I will be Yal Vindo, who is a Keldor smuggler, and I like to do a little bit of gambling.
In the freezer, there is a Klatooinian. He's very tall, broad shoulders, muscles under his nicely fitting suit. In his hands is the largest vibro axe you've ever seen.
Guys, I'm not sure what business you're in. I think maybe there's been a mistake.
No mistake. You're Val?
Yep, that would be me. I'm Val. Val Yindo, at your service.
We need your expertise, and we're not going to take no for an answer.
You hear a knock on the door. Everything okay in there?
I quickly open the door, slipping out into the hallway and closing the door behind me, trying to show as little of what's going on in the restroom as possible.
Uh-huh.
I was hoping, a nicer area like this. I thought maybe, where would a fella go to do a little bit of high-class gambling?
Gambling? Oh, yeah. The Golden Gundark. It's just a couple dozen levels above us.
That sounds perfect.
Big casino. Sometimes fate just deals you a bad hand. But with skill and a little bit of luck, maybe you can turn things around.
I step out into the street and I start making my way up the levels.
Yep, you pass some street bands and stuff and you make your way to a lift that goes up some levels.
I get on the lift.
Yep, and you go up.
Is anyone on the lift with me?
Yeah, it's just a group of people. They look just regular people.
Okay. As I'm towards the back of the lift, as everyone exits, I pull off my disguise. I throw it off the lift.
It flutters down.
It flutters down, and I step off, and I look around, see the casino.
Yep, it's very big, dome-shaped. It says the Golden Gundark on the front.
I crack my knuckles, and I say, all right, time to make some money. And I make my way to the casino.
Walking up to the casino, you see that there are a pair of Gamorrean guards standing out front, patting people down. As you watch, they pat somebody down and take a small knife off his belt. Okay.
I walk up and I say to one of the Gamorreans, hey, great work. Boss just talked to me, say he wants to talk to you. I'll tap you out. I'll take care of things down here. On your way.
You trying to get him to... Okay. Roll a deception check.
Okay. So that's 2 and 1?
Deception is 2 and your other one is 3? Cunning's 3? Yeah. Yeah. 2 yellow, 1 green.
Okay.
And keep rolling these against not very good people, so it's easy. And you got a triumph. Okay. So you succeeded.
The boss. Well, okay.
And he walks inside. What's your triumph?
The other Gamorrean taps me on the shoulder and says,
Hey, if you wouldn't mind, I gotta use the John real quick. Can you hold things down out here?
Great. And I say, anything for you. And he steps inside.
He steps inside.
I wait a brief moment for both of them to have gotten far enough into the casino.
You're fake patting people down.
Right. I'm turning people away, I'm letting some people in. And after about 3 people have gone through the line, I tell the next person, just one moment, please. And I pretend to put my fingers up to my ears, though I'm listening to a communicator. And I go, just one moment. And I slip inside the casino.
Yeah.
From there, I kind of dust my hands off, and I go, all right, let's play some games.
So walking into the casino, you see that it is 3 rooms. Okay. The center one is very large, and it's got a info desk in the center, sort of a place where people cash in their chips and stuff like that. And beyond it is where they're all playing like electronic games. And off into the room to the left, actually I should say in that center room, there are 2 staircases that go up on either side up to a balcony around the top of the room. Okay. And it looks like there are some tables where people are just chatting and having fun.
Okay.
Off to the left, you see that there's a bar. You can hear some music playing from in there, and it just looks like it's a big lounge. And then off to the right is where everybody's playing their card games.
Okay.
So center's all digital games, right's all physical games.
Okay.
So you got spinning wheels and cards and all sorts of stuff like that.
Okay. I make the decision that I'm going to go into the lounge, get myself a drink, and then I'm going to head to the right section and play some cards.
Yep. So you head into the lounge, get a beverage from the Biff bartender. Mm-hmm. He's got a big, bulbous head and dark eyes, wearing a turtleneck. There's a little band playing, and when I say little, they're all under 3 feet. You get your drink and head over into the other room.
Okay.
Which room are you going into? Gonna play some cards?
Yeah.
Okay. You really want to play cards?
Do we actually play cards?
There's rules. I gotta find them.
We could do something easier then.
Up to you.
Yeah, I could play some electronic games.
No, it's fun. What do you want to do?
What are my options?
So they're playing Sabak over there.
Okay.
That's the rules right here. There's some slot machines. There's one of those things where you call it a number, and if the ball lands on the number, you win money.
I'll do
Star Wars roulette.
I'll do some
space roulette.
Some Sabak.
Sabak. Whatever. So you're wearing your nice outfit now.
Yes, complete with a scarf.
You sit down at a table with 2 people. One of them very fancy looking. One of them a little less fancy looking. Why don't you describe them for me?
So the less fancy one is an elderly... I'm trying to think of a good species. An elderly Mon Calamari.
Yep.
Large bags under his eyes. Life has been hard to him. Heavy drinking.
Mm-hmm. He's got a very tall glass right next to him.
Which is almost empty.
Yeah.
He looks like the cards have not been kind to him tonight. Next to him is a very wealthy-looking female. I feel like I need like a list of species.
So she's really well-dressed. She's got 6 horns on her head. Sort of an umber skin with white markings, very scaly. And she's not tall. Shorter than you.
Okay.
She's wearing a very fancy dress.
I sit down and look at both of them and say, how are the cards tonight?
The Mon Calamari just grumbles. The Nosorian, which is what this woman is, you want in?
Absolutely.
There's a droid dealing right now, and they deal you a set of cards. So, what's your cool?
2.
And your presents?
2.
Your own. Those are yours. Alright, so your first hand, you roll those 2. So the dealer puts some cards in front of each of you, and it looks, you see a little smile across the old Mon Calamari's face, but when you end up putting all your cards down, you win, and he looks very disappointed.
Need to work on that poker face.
You want to play another hand?
Come
on, play another hand!
I say, sure, but how about I raise the stakes? And I pull the key card out of my pocket, and I say, I'll wager my penthouse. And put the key card down. And I say it's worth, what's a large number of credits?
Same as dollars.
Okay, so I'm going to say it's worth 2 million credits.
2 million credits. The Mon Calamari is, I can't put up that much. But the Nosorian says, you got yourself a deal. The Mon Calamari leaves. It's just the 2 of you. So you're rolling the same dice.
Okay.
The droid deals out the cards. And you're playing just against one person now. You can roll. Here, roll those ones.
These ones?
Yep. All 3 of those. So the cards go out, and you put your hand down, and the Nosorian puts her hand down, She looks a little surprised. You won. And she tosses you the keys. My ship. Treat her well. What was your name?
They call me Yal Vindo.
Yeah, I'm going to remember you, Yal Vindo.
I get up from the table. I nod my head, pat her on the back and say, see that you don't. And then make my way to buy a couple more drinks.
So as you walk by her, still holding that key card, I'd like you to make a stealth check, please.
Okay. So stealth is 1 and agility is 3.
Okay, so 1 yellow and 2 greens against 2 purple dice. Oh, okay. You see that she's like trying to get a real good look at that key card, but you palm it and pocket it before she can. What would you like to do with your triumph? You're killing me.
This is how great, interesting stories are made, right? No conflict whatsoever. I get a little greedy, and as I leave the table, I'm scooping up my winnings.
Yeah. You got a small pile of credits and a set of keys.
As I went to pat her on the back, I also tried to remove her necklace.
Not for a triumph.
Okay.
You know what? Sure. That works. It was a stealth check. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I've won a couple of credits. I go to cash out and get a couple of drinks, so I'm walking away. She doesn't get a good look at my card.
Yeah.
I'm standing there as they cash me out. I'm looking around the room.
Yeah.
Most people seem to be focused in on the games that they're playing. A lot of people seem to be a little inebriated.
Yep.
It's a little loud in there. And as I'm standing there, I glance up towards the balcony.
Yep. Give me another perception check, please.
Okay.
Actually, let's make it a vigilance check.
Okay. Vigilance, I have 1, and willpower 3.
Okay. So 1 yellow and 2 greens, and 2 purples again.
Okay.
So as you're looking around, you are seeing lots of people, and you've got your back to the door. And you feel a firm hand on your shoulder.
I say, dance cards full, buddy, and turn around.
And it's that very large Klatooinian. Very muscly under his well-fitting suit.
Does he have the weapon with him still?
It is strapped to his back.
Okay.
You're a hard man to track down, Val.
Clearly you have me confused with somebody else. Can I help you with something?
You know, we're not gonna, it's not gonna work, this time. If you look around, you're not gonna see Mitch with us. He was a weak link. He's not with us anymore.
Did you kill Mitch?
It's pretty bold of you to come up to the Golden Gundark.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice place. You know, I don't know if you've spent any time up here. The drinks, top notch.
You know what? I spent a lot of time here.
Yeah, people have been very generous to me.
Yeah, I work here.
Oh, you don't say.
Yeah. So we're gonna take a walk upstairs, and you're gonna meet your family.
I love a reunion.
And he starts pushing you towards the staircase.
Okay. So I guess as I'm walking through the casino, I'm looking around. I'm seeing that there are no exits near me.
No, the only visible exit on the first floor was the entrance.
Okay.
At least visible from where you are.
Did I finish cashing out before he came?
Yeah, you got a pocket full of cash.
Okay.
Credits are jingling as you're walking up these stairs.
Okay. I reach my hand into my pocket as I'm walking up the stairs.
Uh-huh.
And I'm loudly clicking these credits together in my hand.
Yeah.
And then yell out, whoops, and throw myself backward into him and toss the credits into the air.
We're going to have to roll to see how well that works.
Okay.
What exactly are you trying to do? Trying to knock him down the stairs?
My thought is that I knock him down the stairs.
Uh-huh.
And the shower of credits on the floor will create a stampede of people, distracting him while I make a break for the door.
Okay. Alright, so you're gonna roll a brawl check. It's up at the top.
Nothing.
Yeah, you're gonna roll 1 green die.
Okay.
Against 2 purple. You are lucky. Okay, so you successfully sort of push him back a little bit. Mm-hmm. You see that he like goes down a couple stairs, but he didn't like hurt him or anything. And the credits rain on the floor. I'd say if you want a whole group of people to go after the credits, I want you to flip one of those light side points.
Okay. And
people swarm the floor as a couple thousand credits hit the ground. And which way are you running?
So he just went down a couple stairs?
He went down behind you a couple, so you're going to like try and go around him, or you're going to try and run up?
I'll try and run up.
Okay. So you run up to this balcony, where there are a lot of like high top tables, and people are now like looking over the balcony at whatever's commotion is happening down at the foot of the stairs. It appears to just be the balcony. There's one big window over where the main entrance was.
Okay.
Roll a perception check.
Okay. So that's 1 and 3.
So 2 yellows, 1 green. I'm going to do 2 purples and a black. Black because you are in a hurry. Okay. You look down and see this Klatooinian sort of, he's got his feet again. He's running up after you. Mm-hmm. And looking around, you see that big window. You see all the people looking down on the high top tables. And you see a little control panel just set into the wall.
I pull out my blaster, and I shoot the control panel.
You shoot the control panel, and the door slides open that you didn't notice before.
I leap inside that door.
You leap inside. It's a long hallway. It goes off quite a distance. There are doors on the right side and the left side.
I duck into the left door.
Okay. You just push a button, and that door slides open, and it slides closed behind you. And you are in an empty, dark office.
I pin myself back against the door. I'm breathing heavily. My mask is starting to malfunction a little bit.
A little spark comes out.
So I'm pounding on that again, trying to get it to function so I can breathe, so I can collect myself. Mm-hmm. I start looking around the office. Mm-hmm. At first for a way out.
Yep.
Which I don't suppose there is one.
No.
And then
There's a small window that you can see the city out of. That's where all the light is coming in from.
Okay. I start looking around the office, seeing if there's anything valuable, if there are any weapons I can use to protect myself. Did the door close behind me when I jumped into the hallway?
The door did not, because you shot it, so it is now open until it gets fixed.
Then maybe I try finding a place to hide in this office?
So there's a desk.
Okay.
It looks like there's some sort of closet on one wall, maybe. There's another door. And that big window. There's a computer on the desk. It's off. And it's pretty bare. It looks like maybe an accounting office. There's a file cabinet in the corner.
Okay. I'll go into the closet.
Yep, it's a closet.
Okay.
There's lots of boxes full of some sort of space paper.
Okay.
Like plastic paper.
I'll hide in there until the coast is clear.
You hear the door open that you originally came through. You hear footsteps on the ground. Light comes on. You see the light coming in through the gap under the closet door. You hear some footsteps walking around. Light goes off and the door closes.
Okay. I open the closet door.
Yep, to an empty, dark room.
And I press myself up against the door to listen for footsteps to see if he's passed.
You hear some people talking. You definitely hear his voice. You can't hear what he's saying. It sounds like he's giving orders.
Okay. I look out the window. I see that there's no way down.
It's a pretty sheer drop.
Okay.
Only you had a grappling hook.
If only. I turn my attention to the file cabinet.
Mm-hmm.
I see if it's unlocked.
It is.
I start rummaging through that. Is there anything of interest in there?
Not really. It's just money stuff.
Okay. I don't know.
So in this room, you've got the filing cabinet, the closet, the computer, desk, window, door.
So I pick up the computer, and very quickly, I hurl the computer through the window.
The window breaks, and pieces of glass go raining down.
And I duck back into the closet.
Okay, that's pretty good. You hear the door open again, and running footsteps in. You can't see what they're doing, but you assume that they're looking out the window to see if they can see anything.
I kick open the closet door.
Uh-huh.
Blaster drawn. I shoot them in the back.
Okay. So you're gonna roll cool.
Okay.
So what's your cool?
Cool is 2.
All right. Roll.
And presence is 2.
2 yellows for me. So you kick open the door, and you notice that these 2 people that are in here are not looking out the window right now, because there's obviously nobody out there. And you are ready to shoot at them, but they've got the first move. So the 2 of them come at you. They don't have blasters, but they've got, like, what are they called? Those sticks that go...
Oh, yeah.
Do they have a name? Truncheon? They've got truncheons. And they start walking towards you and are going to try and beat you up.
Okay. Just so I'm clear, the door to the hallway is left open at this point.
It is still open, yeah.
Okay.
How do you evade those truncheons? Because they didn't hit you at all.
So they're coming at me from over by the window.
Yeah, right? They're coming at you from over by the window. One is a Zabrak, like Darth Maul, with horns on their head.
Okay.
Some tattoos on his face. And the other one is a Deveronian. She's got red skin and hair on, like, dark hair. They're both well dressed with their truncheons, swinging them at you.
So I'm near the closet. As they swing at me, I kick over one of the boxes of papers.
Okay.
Because the window is open. Papers swirl through the room.
Yeah.
And I roll through the open door into the hallway, pulling the door shut behind me. And is it possible to use my lockpick set to lock the door from the outside?
You can try, or you can blast it.
Blasting seemed to work so well before.
Yeah, I'm going to make you roll it this time, though.
Okay.
Alright, so it's your ranged light, and you're very close, so your difficulty is easy, so it's 1 purple.
Okay.
With 3 yellows. Which is a crazy roll. I'm going to... No, that's fine. Roll that purple, too. Come on. Oh, okay. You got 2 successes and 1 advantage. So yeah, you blast that lock and it explodes in a tiny shower of sparks.
Okay.
What do you want your advantage to be?
I walk into the room across the hall.
And the room across the hall, as I flip my dark side point, is locked.
I have my lockpick set.
Yeah.
So I pick that lock.
Alright, so it's going to be a skullduggery check to pick that lock.
Okay. So that is 2.
Okay.
And cunning is 3.
So 2 yellows and a green. And this is difficult. It's going to be 3 purples. Alright, you succeeded with 2 threats. So it takes you longer than you'd like it to.
Okay.
But you do unlock that door. And as you step in, you see that somebody has rounded a corner near to you.
Okay.
You step into that room.
Yes.
It is dark.
Okay, but I can see in the dark.
You can see in the dark. I forgot. There are 4 people in this room.
In the dark?
In the dark. They're all under 3 feet tall. Small, blue, with big eyes and scaly skin.
I feel as though I've walked in on something.
They're cowering in the corner, whimpering as you walk in.
I lower my voice, and I go, hey, I'm not here to hurt you.
You're one of the bad men.
I'm not a great man. I'm certainly not a bad man.
Are you here to save us?
I mean, don't overblow this, but yeah, I'm gonna get you out of here.
Thank you.
They sort of get up and crowd around you.
Say, none of you would happen to have a battle axe on them, would you?
No.
Never do. They're all crowded around me. I look around the room. There are no exits.
It's like a cell, yeah.
Okay. I take a deep breath, and I open the door to the hallway.
Yeah.
I look left.
You look left.
I look right.
You look right. It hasn't been that long since you went into this room, and somebody's walking towards you.
This one happened to be the big fellow, would it?
It happens to be the big fellow.
Okay.
Hey, just where I wanted you. Get back in that room.
So is he coming at me from the long end of the hallway?
Yeah.
Okay. So really, if he's coming from that side, I'm closer to the exit of this. I scoop one of the guys up in my arms.
Yeah.
And we make a run for it.
You scoop the smallest one up, probably like 3 years old.
Okay.
They wouldn't be able to walk it on their own. The tallest one is carrying another one while the fourth one runs alongside.
Okay.
And you run towards the door.
We make a break down the stairs.
Hey, stop!
I slide down the banister. Classic cool guy move.
I want to see how
You tell me what I need to roll to ride down a banister.
You need to roll or flip one of those light side points to ride down the banister.
Let's make some things happen.
Yeah. All right. So what does that look like? What do the rest of the small people do as you slide down the banister?
I'm gonna say in classic prequel style, they also leap onto the banister in a hilarious way.
Yeah.
There's a big production about it that children would love.
The smallest one yells,
"Yahoo!" Yes. I, being weightier, land right at the bottom. Mm-hmm. They careen off of the banister, though, into the cash out area.
Yeah. Credits everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
And the older Mon Calamari from before is drowning his sorrows, down to his last credit, has credits rain down on top of him.
Great. He, so excited that all these credits are raining down on him, throws his drink, and it hits a protocol droid who says, "Oh my!"
They're gonna love this. This is gonna play really well. So, I continue to run to the door.
Yep.
They're crawling out of the credits area.
Yeah.
They have credits stuffed in their pockets.
You get out the door, and there are no guards there, and the line is so long. There are tons of people waiting to get in. They're all like a little confused, and there's just this big crowd out there.
And I yell, "You're all cleared. Head inside." So just this stampede of people come marching through the front door to find credits everywhere.
Yeah.
It's pandemonium.
It is chaos.
So I reach into my pocket, and I realize that I won that cruiser.
Yeah. And then you realize that you could have used that key card to open any of those doors.
But I have a blaster.
Yeah.
So I start looking around for the cruiser. I
Yeah.
assume it's parked nearby.
This place has its own parking garage.
Okay. I start walking through a futuristic yet recognizable parking garage. I look in an area that is marked off for whales of the casino, like VIP members. I assume she would be one of those.
Yeah. So you're just walking, holding the keys, pushing the button, waiting to see which one beeps. Okay.
We've all been there.
Yeah. So the fun part about being a game master is that I planned a heist for today. I thought you were going after that egg. So everything after that first restaurant is just out of nowhere.
It's not a more interesting story.
No, it's good. It's good. And I get to save that egg heist for later because he still wants that dang egg. So you spot a sleek silver ship that beeps as you push the button on the keys. And it's not like a big ship. It's just a little bit larger than your typical speeder.
Okay.
Like a car. But it's got its big dark dome and sort of a matte silver finish.
Okay.
With two little engines on the sides.
I hope these guys don't mind sitting on laps.
They'll fit.
Okay.
They're small. And you hop in.
I have a decent knowledge of piloting.
Yeah, remember when I said you wouldn't need piloting? Yeah, here we go.
This is fun.
Yeah.
So I familiarize myself with the controls. I'm looking around.
Yeah.
And I start backing the ship out of its spot.
Beep. Beep.
Take my time with it. And I start driving it towards the exit. Meanwhile, I'm looking around, and I think I see the guy from the casino in my rear view mirror entering the parking garage, but I'm not sure that it's him.
You see somebody who looks like they work at the casino.
Okay.
Coming into the parking garage. And you start booking it towards the exit.
Right.
As you are doing that, you see that there is somebody standing right in the exit too. And he's got this big axe in his hand.
Okay.
So he's silhouetted against the bright lights of the city.
I slam on the brakes, stop staring at him, and I go, God, this is not what I thought I was going to do tonight.
You and me both.
I yell out, I don't want to hurt you. Just get out of the way. We can all go about our lives.
So you see him push a little button on the side of the axe, and the edges of it just glow orange.
I shift the car quickly, muttering to myself, alright, boring conversation anyway, and full speed drive directly at him.
He's just holding the axe, playing chicken with this guy.
I continue to go forward full speed.
Alright, roll a cool check for me, please.
Okay, so that's 2 and 2.
Okay, and it's going to be again... So it's 2 yellows. Well, dang. Okay, it's just going to be against 2 purples. I thought he had some cool. He jumps out of the way at the last second, but not before taking a little swing at your ship and putting a big gash in the side.
As I drive off, I yell back to him, come on, this thing's brand new! So I'm driving fast and erratically.
Yeah.
I do not know where I'm going.
You have no idea where you're not from here. But you make your way out onto that main avenue, and you could probably just follow traffic if you wanted to.
I try and get some information from the family that's with me and go, who are you people? Where are you from? What do these people want with you?
I don't know. They just took us from our home.
Look, you wouldn't happen to know a guy named Yal Vindo, would you?
That's my husband.
Could you tell me where your husband is?
He was traveling to get here today.
So, I'm rubbing my alien man temples, trying to think what to do next.
Your bulbs.
Yes, I'm massaging my bulbs.
We were supposed to meet him at the lower processing station. But these men, they took us. They've been keeping us in this room for 2 days. They've barely fed my children anything.
I tell them, look, I'm willing to make a deal with you. If I can get you to the processing center, find you your husband, those credits you filled your pockets with, those are mine.
One of the children looks very forlorn.
You heard me.
His eyes are very large.
All of them.
Fine.
I mutter to myself again, this is not what I thought I'd be doing tonight. And I turn the ship around, I start making my way down levels, headed back to where I originally came from.
Yep.
Traffic's congested.
It's very busy. It's late at night, but it doesn't die down here.
I make a lot of wrong turns. There's a lot of neon. A lot of these blocks look very similar to me. I'm just looking for the various seafood insignias.
Yep, you pass by Pana's.
Okay.
And the theater.
So I know I'm nearby.
Yeah, you pass by Pana's twice.
I know I've seen this before. The family's getting a little impatient.
Yeah.
Just turn here.
They're all calling out directions.
Yeah.
They think they know where
the
they're
smallest
going.
one has no idea, but they're saying,
just go down.
No, we've already been here. I threaten to turn the car around and turn them into the mobsters. A comment which is not appreciated by the mother.
No.
So, finally, we get within a few blocks.
Yeah.
But obviously, because the processing plant is so busy, traffic's backed up, I pull over.
Yeah.
And I say, let's just get there on foot. There's only a couple more blocks.
Yeah.
So we get out of the car's parked, and we start making our way there.
Okay. You're really making it easy for me to have one final confrontation here. Okay. So you are walking. So this drive, you're experienced piloting, but you have no idea where you are. The drive took a long time to get down here. And as you make your way towards the lower processing station, I flip my dark side point over again. Because 2 people come out of an alley. One of them is tall and muscular, wearing a nice suit. The other one is lanky, wearing an ill-fitting suit. It's the Gamorrean and the Snivian, Mitch, who really has something to prove now. Hey, you 5 are coming with us.
Mitch, I never wanted to hurt you, I say sarcastically.
Hey, it's too late now. Get a closer look. You can see that he's got a fresh scar on the side of his face.
Ooh. Mitch, I like what you've done. Makes you look a little more heroic. You know? A little more intimidating.
Listen, pal. I've had enough of your jokes. Get in our car, and we're gonna take you back up.
I tell the family, run. I'm gonna stay here and deal with these guys. They take off behind me.
And you're gonna roll your cool.
Okay. So that's 2 and 2.
So 2 yellows.
Do I have to roll any of these?
Nope.
Okay.
Alright, you are going first. They are going next. What do you do? Alright, so this is like an actual combat situation.
Okay.
The official rules for that are that you can do one small thing. Like you can say something or just like a little thing. You can do one medium-sized thing, which can be movement. It's called your maneuver. Or unholstering your blaster or whatever. And then you can do one larger thing that would constitute a roll. So you can substitute your larger thing for a second medium thing, or you can do a second medium thing and take 2 strain, which you have a lot of strain, so you can do that.
Okay.
So what does Yal look like right now? So he's got his nice jacket that he stole with a scarf. His malfunctioning face mask. He's got his original pistol. The silver something? You got your second pistol, which is that small one.
Oh, that's right. So I pull out both pistols.
Mm-hmm.
And there's quite a bit of large neon signage.
Yeah.
Over Mitch and his counterpart.
It's pretty much all dark except for the, pink and yellow and, teal neon signs lining the street.
So I shoot at the neon.
Okay.
Hoping to either knock the signage down around them, or at least achieve a blackout.
Okay, great. So you're rolling your ranged light, which is going to be 3 yellows. And that is going to be at medium distance, so it's going to be 2 purples. And the sign's big, so I won't give you any setbacks or anything. That is a success. That is a success with a threat. So that's an excellent success. Like, if you had actually shot him, you would have done 10 damage. That would have probably killed Mitch.
No!
Alright, so you shoot up at the sign, and what happens?
So at first, the light just flickers on the largest of the sign.
Yeah.
And I think I haven't hit it. But then one end of it snaps and swings down, taking out 3 other signs with it.
Yeah.
They all come falling down, neon still glowing.
Yeah.
And in a giant crash, we slam into darkness.
Yeah, a bunch of sparks go up, and then it's all dark.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going to use your threat to say that, yeah, all the other signs went down and it's all dark, but then I forgot that you can see in the dark. Perfect.
It's perfect. Everything's coming up,
great.
Yal.
So Mitch and company, they can't see in the dark, but that's not going to stop them from trying to shoot at you.
Okay.
So before it went all dark, you saw that they each had a blaster pistol in their hands. So they're getting setbacks because of darkness. And they let loose a volley of fire that goes everywhere. Like, shots go everywhere behind you. And your small friends have escaped out of the way for now. But one of them does manage to just barely hit you for 6 damage. So for damage, you are subtracting your soak. So
okay. 1.
Your lousy soak of 1. So you took 5.
Okay.
So you can put that next to your first number up here, your 13. Yeah. So what are you gonna do?
So they're just blasting into darkness.
Yeah.
Is the family to the center yet, or are they still running down the sidewalk?
So there are. So you're on a part of the street where there's an actual street, and there are speeders parked on either side, and they've run across the street, and since you can see in the dark, you can see their little shapes moving between speeders. They're about where Mitch and the Gamorrean are, but on the other side of the street.
Okay.
And you can see off in the distance the glow of lights from the processing station.
Okay.
How far did you say it was? A couple blocks?
Couple blocks.
Okay.
So it's dark. I'm on the sidewalk.
Mm-hmm.
Speeders line the side of the street.
Yep.
They cease firing for a moment,
Mm-hmm.
try and gather themselves. They're talking to each other. I can't quite make out what they're saying, though.
Hey, you got a flashlight or something?
I, seeing in the dark, still fumble through my pocket, find my lockpick set.
Yeah.
The closest speeder to me.
Yeah.
I open the door.
Okay.
I start the engine.
You can try.
I can try.
Yeah. Okay. try it.
Okay.
With your lockpicks, it's going to be... Let's do skullduggery.
Okay. Skullduggery 2.
Uh-huh.
And then cunning is 3.
2 yellows and a green. Let's do 2 purples. Take a blue for your lockpick set. Okay. So you did that out of pure skill. Your lockpick set did not help at all.
Okay.
But you got that car started with 2 advantages. What would you like that to be?
The lights are broken on the speeder.
Okay.
So they can tell that a speeder has been started. They hear the motor.
Yeah.
But they cannot see where it is, which speeder's been activated. And also, this is similar to a build of an SUV. Very protective.
It's big. Okay.
It's big, it's safe, and I adjust the positioning of the speeder slightly so that I have them directly in my rear view mirror. And I slam the thing in reverse and go at them full speed, muttering to myself, I never meant for this to bring you down, Mitch.
So the front, the headlights were out?
Yes.
I don't think the taillights are out.
Okay, so they see 2 taillights coming at them?
They see 2 taillights coming at them, and let's see what they can do to the speeder. Not much. So they start unloading their blaster pistols at the speeder as you back up towards them, and you should roll a piloting planetary check, which I think is just going to be 3 green dice for you.
Yeah, I don't have it.
1 for... So you start backing the speeder up, full speed reverse. You got these blaster shots hitting the speeder and not doing very much because it's a big sort of armored car kind of thing. And you hear and feel thump, thump, and you slow down the speeder.
I roll down the window and peer out into the darkness.
Yep.
I don't see either.
You don't see either Mitch or the Gamorrean.
So I turn off the speeder. I step out, and I look around.
You see them. They're not doing well.
Okay. I approach them
Uh-huh.
and say, look, I don't know if you guys are going to make it, but if you talk to your boss, you tell him to leave this family alone. And then I take off.
All right. You hear Mitch groan something in response, and
I yell back, I love you, Mitch!
run after the family. And as you get closer to the lower processing station, you see a small platoon of clones start running into the darkness. And one of them runs up to you and the family. You alright? Saw blaster shots.
Yeah, I was just driving down the street. Lights went out. Crashed my speeder into a building. I have no idea what happened. I was coming to report this to you guys.
Get into the station, and you're gonna have to fill out some paperwork.
Absolutely, love paperwork. Thanks for doing your duty, sirs.
And they run off into the darkness.
And I continue past, and I'm just looking for that family.
Yep, they're with you. They were just right ahead of you, and they have tiny legs. They can't run very fast.
Okay.
You catch up to them easily. Scoop up that small one again.
Good.
And you are in the central processing, or the lower processing station.
I ask, do you see your husband around anywhere?
I don't see him.
The crowds are very large still. Lots of tall people.
Okay. I guess we go to security. See if he's waiting there for you.
Yeah. So you head off to the side. There is a small office. A clone sitting behind the desk wearing a black uniform. Hey, can I help you?
Hi, this family's been, is lost.
He gets up out of his seat and looks over his desk at the small family.
Looking for their husband, Yal Vindo.
Yal Vindo. Is he supposed to come in today?
He should be, yeah.
Alright, let me check.
I appreciate it.
He looks out, there's like a waiting room, and while you are talking to this clone, the smallest of this family wandered off, and you hear from like 20 feet away, Daddy! And the small family runs towards this small, blue, scaly alien. And there's a scene with lots of hugging and happiness, leaving you alone with a pile of credits.
I walk past him.
Mm-hmm.
I look at the husband and realize that there is no physical similarity between us whatsoever.
Not any at all.
And I extend my hand to him and question, Val?
Yeah?
Yal.
Yal.
And I shake his hand.
Nice to meet you.
Got a beautiful family, Val.
I love them very much.
Make sure that you do. I step back outside. It's still dim out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't suppose I'm on like a high enough level that I can see any stars or anything.
No.
I look off at the neon in the distance.
Yeah.
And as my mask sputters a little bit, I think, maybe it's time that I settle down. Start a family of my own.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Coruscant Nights.
Thanks to Dave for playing on these episodes. You can find Dave's art at davearmstrongart.com, and you can follow him on Instagram at davearmstrongart. The Coruscant Nights family just keeps growing. Congratulations to Dave and Rachel on the new little rebel that they brought into this galaxy.
Our music is by Mark Eberhardt and Nick Scourin. You can find Nick's music at pro-am.bandcamp.com.
You can find us on social media at Coruscant Night on Twitter, and you can email us at coruscantnightspod@gmail.com.
Love the show and want to show your support? Leave us a 5-star review on iTunes or visit our Patreon.
Check it out at patreon.com/Coruscant Nights. Now, after all this waiting, next week we'll finally be airing our questions and answers episode. Make sure you tune in to hear how Meryl got her repulsor fist, what crazy conspiracy even Carp doesn't believe, and all sorts of other great questions from our fans. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week.